Duncan reaches 500 threes and gets that milestone, the fastest player in NBA history to reach that number. How much pride do you take in something like that, just because of your two-man game and the relationship you guys have on the court of working together to get open shots? Like on a night like that night when it's about him, how much pride do you take in that, just because of the impact you have on his game?
Duncan need to take my big ass to dinner. That's how I feel about it. But it was a great team, man. And it helped us through last 2 seasons. Well, 2.5, because when he first got here, he was learning the ropes. So last 2.5 years, but great trigger for us. He makes all the right reads, which you shoot it. When I pass it to him, that's always going to be the right read. But just seeing a guy like that come from where he came from to become the fastest person in NBA history to reach 500 threes, that's crazy to me. So props off to Duncan, but you need to take my big ass to dinner.
Thanks, Ben.
All right, up next we got Cooper Moorhead, Heat.com. Go ahead.
Bam, in kind of a backwards way, when you can beat another team by 15 plus points on a night when you allow 23s, Spo was talking before that the plan was to protect the paint, and then they come out and hit a bunch of threes. But does a night like tonight kind of prove that the system is the right system for you guys, that the other team can get hot, but you're doing the right things defensively and it works out?
Yeah, but that's not always the case. Sometimes we gotta call an audible and switch up the scheme. So it just depends on game by game. Like today, he's cutting out the paint that was making threes. So the next thing we were saying, we need to run him off the line. Switch up the scheme a little bit.
All right, up next we got Ira Winderman. Go ahead.
Are there times that you and Jimmy sort of take the temperature of the game, and when you see other guys have it going, like Hendrick and Trevor and Max did in the first half, that I don't want to say lay back as if you're not giving the effort, but that sort of realize it is okay to defer and that other guys have it going the way those guys played early?
Yeah, 100%. Me and Jimmy are the two guys that we create a lot of things, but when guys are getting it going, we're okay with getting off the ball. So it's it's never a selfish play. I mean, me and Jimmy are, but if things aren't going the right way, we gotta be more aggressive. But today, everybody was making shots, was getting deflections, and me and Jimmy didn't have to score a whole lot, even though it felt like the first 3 quarters we couldn't make a basket. So it was good to get this win, and me and Jimmy could have off now.
And Jimmy didn't have a basket in the first half. He's a real good guy. It seems that taking the temperature of a game and doing what he has to. Then he had his 10 points in the third quarter, shot 4 of 6 in the period. That's sort of who Jimmy is. Jimmy's going to read the game, measure the moment, do what's needed.
Yeah. I'm still learning from him. And just seeing how he can take control of the game and manipulate it. So he's one of those guys. He has that special talent to manipulating games, getting himself going without even, like you said, first two quarters. What do you have? 4 points, 2 points. Yeah, and then a rep for 10 in the third. So he knows his spots. He knows when to get easy baskets. We kind of feed off each other. I kind of read him well. So any way for us to get easy buckets off each other.
Thanks, Ben.
Brady Hawk 5 Reasons. Go ahead.
Hey, Ben. When looking at Trevor, even though he gets the 3-and-D label a lot, just how much do you notice his level of attacking, just changing things for your offense, get you guys open looks? And how have you noticed the element of his skill set since he joined? Since even Coach Spo called him one of the most underrated players in the league, a little bit earlier today.
He's definitely one of the most underrated. And, he has a lot of knowledge. And, I sit down and talk to him on the plane, we land. So, T.A., a good dude down the heart. He's definitely underrated. I feel like the most thing that's underrated is his IQ. And most people think he's just 3-and-D, but like you said, you can put it on the floor, he can defend, really shoot it, and he can also pass. So he just makes our team better when he's locked in and playing that way.
All right, Bam, that's it. Thank you.
Black Lives Matter, people. GPOY.